I'm Cullen Cern and welcome to Mixed Emoji, a review show, especially on subsequent viewings. This time is the time we take the time to consider gestures. As ever with a humanoid emoji episode, the racial modifiers are available. Please adjust your monitor if you would like to see me review those. One extra element here is that these emoji are also available in 2 mainstream genders across a small few suppliers. I'll stick to the default, theoretically neutral versions for fear of reawakening my gender identity issues. The face with no good gesture has a low opinion of itself. It can be a good gesture if you truly believe in it. This emoji portrays someone crossing their arms in front of their face as if dramatically rejecting something or charging their double keyblade projectile. The Apple person is expressing rejection of credible limb proportions. I might have to declare a ceasefire on anatomy here because all of these are the craziest arms ever. Look at Mozilla, the forearms extended simply to express the X shape. Quite a few of these characters are wearing scrubs. That's fair. Doctors have long been the prime user base of emoji due to their extensive use of pages. You could also call this the emoji of when your straitjacket comes in the wrong size. HTC's just looks like a full body pose you learn when you gain your black belt in yoga. Messenger's character is keeping their hands there to prop their massive head up. Twitter's thinks they've found a cool new way to give a double thumbs up. Emojidetz's character is afraid of their own hand and it's singular. I don't get these. They seriously look like combat poses. Microsoft, I suppose. The A bit of YMCA emoji apparently represents OK. This is intended as an opposite to the X gesture emoji, I guess. It's a Japanese thing. Both of these, I have to wonder, could there be some easier, well-known gesture for expressing yes or no? You didn't see that, but I just nodded. I've only ever seen someone do this pose in a deodorant commercial. I can't go for Microsoft this time as their character's head isn't attached to the body. They're just holding the head up. It doesn't even look much like a torso, it's more of a crane game claw. HTC's designer let the emotion of being commissioned to draw nonsensical gestures leak into the emoji itself. Twitter has more of a raise the roof vibe. What are you dressing as for Halloween this year? A hexagon. A lot of these look like hands on heads, which I associate more with despair. Smiling despair. If this is a circle gesture emoji, if that's what I'm marking for, then Apple. Nice sweater. The bowing emoji might be requesting forgiveness for those last 2 entries, or maybe just dodging those killer triangles. This is meant to be a kind of bow that takes you all the way down to the floor, showing the maximum deference possible. Any further and you'd be doing a forward roll, and that's just not respectful. Google's has made a sudden realization whilst bowing. Microsoft's is reading a shocking dark blue novel. Does Samsung's have kissy lips? LG's is cradling little baby nothing. HTC clearly thought this was a push-up emoji, but they're really bad at this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Again, in general, this emoji isn't very good, due to a rather nation-specific gesture with international misinterpretation and really vague, limited anatomy. This Twitter one could be someone on the toilet. If you want the one that looks the most apologetic, I guess it's Apple. Apology. After those 3 emoji that don't have much relevance to the Anglosphere, we move on to the absolute blockbuster emoji that is the information desk person, who bears a raised palm that comes with a huge range of subtext. I don't know if any real information desk persons make this gesture, but sassy people sure do. I think the idea is that it's a gesture of showing you something obvious, like how basic you are. HTC thought they were supposed to draw an actual information desk person. No. The one that's gone down in cultural history is an old Apple design, which has since been replaced 2.5 times. Most interestingly, between September and December 2016, they changed from this to this, giving the character a sassier expression. I admire that attention to detail. You win. The gesture of raising one hand could represent a greeting, a setup for a high five, or general eagerness. Or, in some other country it could be a marriage proposition or something. Be careful. Emoji change over time, and if I got around to this episode sooner, we could have seen this. But now we can't. Forget I claimed that. Samsung's is like the picture of Dorian Gray, but instead of a painting, the age and sin goes into their hand. If you're wondering why I've not mocked anyone's inability to draw hands yet, it's because HTC. Twitter's is monstrous. Not many friends are as pleased to see you as emoji wants. It's the Apple one again. If I declare them winner another 3 times, they might send me a MacBook. Make it a black one. Facepalm! Now we're talking useful reactions. Microsoft's is still in scrubs and surgical gloves. Facepalming whilst performing surgery. That can't be good. Samsung's is more of a head scratch. Those with fewer fingers, I get that it's a stylistic choice, made by those who can't draw hands, but it's too distracting against these faces. Then again, if what you get when trying to draw a full hand is this mess, maybe give up. Apple did it right, too. The Shrug Emoji. Maybe I should award this to the one I have the most neutral reaction to. No, it takes a lot of care to display raised shoulders without just appearing necklace. Samsung prefer to portray a kind of surprised joy. Twitter's is a response to the question, how did you get that pimple? Emoji Dances is doing that flowy arm dance thing. Badly. Google can have this one. Finished. If you like this video, unsubscribe from 3 other channels. Now.